joining us on our special coverage of polling day in Telangana. Yes, voting has begun from this morning. Remember, Telangana is the last of the 5 states that is voting for the assembly elections this November. The results, of course, will come out on the 3rd of December. In the latest, as per Election Commission of India, the voter turnout as of 9 a.m. is 8.52%. As people head out to cast their votes, we are, of course, keeping an eye on the key issues that the voter is voting on. Remember, this is being read as a semi-final for 2024. Let's quickly go across for more details on the voter turnout to my colleague Pia.
Indeed, Uday, we are getting early trends at the moment regarding the voter turnout. Let's take a look at the Gajwel constituency, where in 2018 the overall voter turnout was 88.97%. Meanwhile, in 2023, up till 9 a.m. it's 11.03. In Kodangal, till 9 a.m. it's 8.25%, and in 2018 it was 81.98%. Also taking a look at Sirsila, in 2018 the overall voter turnout was 80.88%, and right now it is 10.71% till 9 a.m. Taking a look at the Siripet constituency, in 2018, the overall voter turnout was 79.77%, and early trends show it is 11.50% at the moment. Also taking a look at another key constituency, that is the Gosha Mahal, it is a mere 2.89% till 9 a.m. in the morning. Turnout was also rather low in 2018 at 58.72%. Shifting our focus to Mahbubnagar, in 2018 the voter turnout was 74.93%. Until 9 a.m. this morning, 11.98% of the voters have cast their votes. Taking a look at another one of the key constituencies, Kamareddy, right now the voter turnout is 11.09%, and meanwhile in 2018 this was 78.83%. Take a look at Huzurabad. Once again, rather poor numbers coming out, 5.63% voter turnout till 9 a.m. But it is early to tell at the moment, as opposed to 2018, where the turnout was 84.40%. Also taking a look at, last but not least, Jubilee Hills. The overall voter turnout was rather low in 2018 at 45.59%, and meanwhile right now it's 5.01%. Back to you, Uday.
All right, we are now getting more breaking developments, in fact, coming in. Let's go straight across to them. BJP candidate against the Telangana CM, K. Chandrasekhar Rao, K. Venkata Ramana Reddy has issued a statement. He has stated, and I quote, "I'm only looking at CM KCR and Revant Reddy as TRS and Congress candidates only." Listen in to what he has said on voting day.
मैं उन लोगों को टीआरएस कैंडिडेट का और कांग्रेस कैंडिडेट का हिसाब से ही देख रहा हूं, लेकिन इन लोग बड़े बड़े हैं, इससे क्या होता है, इसे डर के हम पीछे हटने वाला नहीं है। इन लोग हमारा हिसाब में कैंडिडेट ही है। हम बीजेपी का कैंडिडेट है, चंद्रशेखर राव जी का टीआरएस बीआरएस का कैंडिडेट है, और रेवंत रेड्डी जी प्रदेश कांग्रेस का प्रेसिडेंट हो, कुछ भी हो, वो भी कांग्रेस का कैंडिडेट है। अभी इन लोग 40 साल पहले केसीआर क्या था, कुछ भी नहीं है ना। यहाँ तक उन्हें जर्नी में अभी मुख्यमंत्री बना, और ये रेवंत रेड्डी जी ने 2001 में क्या है, कुछ भी नहीं है ना। वहाँ से फिर उसका प्रस्थान शुरू हुआ। अभी उसका टाइम मिले, दोनों को भगवान अच्छा टाइम दिए, तकदीर अच्छा है, उन लोग है, लेकिन इन लोग पूरा सबसे जीनियस है बोल के नहीं सोचना। मैं उन लोगों को टीआरएस।
And more breaking news now coming in. Telangana IT Minister has strongly called out the deepfake videos made of his speeches and said that this was a malicious attempt at negative propaganda as he casts his vote. Let's listen in to what he had to say. KT Ramarao, in fact, has made these charges.
My duty as a citizen of Telangana, I voted for betterment, I voted for my state, I voted for people who will take the state forward in a progressive manner. I appeal to all Hyderabadis and all citizens of Telangana to also come out and please exercise your franchise. The minimum you can do is to please come out and participate in the biggest festival of democracy. And I do humbly appeal because urban voters have not been coming out in big numbers. I do humbly appeal to all the urban voters to come out. Please vote, because only those who show up count. The rest don't in a democracy. So please do show up. Please do participate. Please do ensure that Hyderabad's numbers go up this time.
More breaking developments, in fact, coming in now. Clashes between BRS and Congress party workers have been reported from a poll booth in Jangaon. These are visuals that have come in of a clash which took place at a polling booth in Jangaon. So a bit of violence reported there from that polling booth. Luckily, the police is, of course, there to take stock of the situation. Let me quickly get in more breaking developments now coming in. My colleague Madhu Sharma has spoken with Union Minister and Telangana BJP Chief G. Kishan Reddy. G. Kishan Reddy, remember, was one of the first few voters this morning.
वोटिंग शुरू हो चुकी है और कई सारी तादाद में फर्स्ट टाइम वोटर्स पहले यहाँ पे वोट पोलिंग बूथ में आए और यहाँ पे हमारे साथ किशन रेड्डी है। किशन रेड्डी यूनियन मिनिस्टर है, उनसे बात। सर, तेलंगाना के अंदर पिछले बार बहुत सारे ऐसे हादसे हुए हैं जहाँ पे वोटर टर्नआउट बहुत कम आया है, तो इस बार आप क्या अपील करते हैं वोटर से?
मैं तेलंगाना का जनता से यही अनुरोध करता हूँ, आप घर से बाहर आइए, वोट डालना चाहिए। वोट आपका अधिकार है, वोट आपका वेपन है। जो अच्छा सरकार चाहते हो, भ्रष्टाचार मुक्त सरकार चाहते हो, परिवार मुक्त सरकार चाहते हो, आपका तेलंगाना को विकास करने वाले सरकार चाहते हो, आपका प्रांत में आपका लोकल एरिया डेवलपमेंट चाहते हो, आपको अवेलेबल एमएलए रहना चाहते हो, इसलिए आपको अच्छे व्यक्ति को चुनिए। आप बाहर आइए, अच्छे व्यक्ति को वोट डालना चाहिए। वोट आपका अधिकार है। बिना वोट डालते हुए अच्छे एमएलए नहीं आता, बिना वोट डालते हुए अच्छे सरकार नहीं आता, अच्छे एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन नहीं रहते, अच्छे पॉलिसीज नहीं रहते। इसलिए मैं सभी लोगों से, सभी वोटरों से, सभी जनता से अनुरोध करता हूं, समय निकालकर आज आप लोग सुबह सुबह वोट डालने के लिए बाहर आइए। आप लोगों से यही अनुरोध है, यही प्रार्थना है।
सर, दक्षिण भारत के लिए कर्नाटका गेटवे ऑफ साउथ था भाजपा के लिए, क्या आप तेलंगाना वो भूमिका निभाएगा?
हमारा छोटा थोड़ा सेटबैक है कर्नाटका, हमारा कर्नाटका कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। अभी भी 7 महीने का कर्नाटका कांग्रेस सरकार देखने के बाद अगर आप आज इलेक्शन किया कर्नाटका का एब्सोल्यूट मेजॉरिटी के साथ भारतीय जनता पार्टी जीत गई। इस 7 महीने में कांग्रेस फेल्यूर हो गया। 7 महीने में पूरा कर्नाटक जनता नाराज है कांग्रेस के ऊपर। वही पुराने आदत, भ्रष्टाचारी आदत कांग्रेस का, वही तेलंगाना कर्नाटक जनता का लूटने का आदत कांग्रेस का वही चल रहा है। इसीलिए 7 महीने के अंदर बदलाव, क्योंकि भारतीय जनता पार्टी का वोट कुछ कम नहीं, वो बढ़ गया लास्ट इलेक्शन। जेडीयू फेल्यूर हो गया, उसके कारण से हमारा सरकार नहीं आया। आने वाले पार्लियामेंट चुनाव में 100% ऑल सीट्स वी आर गोइंग टू विन इन कर्नाटका। इसलिए हमारा गेटवे कर्नाटका, हमारा गेटवे पुदुचेरी, हमारा गेटवे तेलंगाना 3rd प्लेस में। अभी हमारा कर्नाटक में सरकार में आए थे, दुर्भाग्य से अभी चले गए। पुदुचेरी में हमारा सरकार है, तेलंगाना में भी अभी सरकार आएंगे।
तो तेलंगाना में बीआरएस, बीजेपी और भाजपा की टफ फाइट है, तो आपको क्या लगता है कैसे?
कोई टफ नहीं है, ट्रायंगल फाइट है। आप लोग तय कर रहे हैं, गलत प्रचार कर रहे हैं। कांग्रेस पार्टी गलत प्रचार करते हुए, लूटे पैसा खर्च करते हुए एक वातावरण क्रिएट करने के लिए प्रयास करे। मैं आम जनता से अनुरोध करना चाहता हूँ, ये ट्रायंगल फाइट है। ट्रायंगल फाइट में सिर्फ भारतीय जनता पार्टी एक भी अच्छे कॉन्टेस्ट कर रहे हैं।
सर, आखिरी सवाल, 2018 से इस 23 के चुनाव तक बहुत सारे पैसे जब्त हुए। 2018 में 100 करोड़ हुए, यहाँ पे इस बार 700 करोड़ से अधिक हुए। तो इस पे आप
700 करोड़ बहुत कम है भैया। जो कांग्रेस पार्टी, बीआरएस पार्टी हजारों करोड़ तेलंगाना जनता को लूटकर बीआरएस पार्टी, कर्नाटक जनता का लूटकर कांग्रेस पार्टी हजारों करोड़ तेलंगाना में खर्च किया है। जो पकड़ा है वो 0.001% है।
थैंक यू सो मच सर। तो ये थे यूनियन मिनिस्टर किशन रेड्डी, जो यहाँ पे आश्वासन दिलाते हैं कि भाजपा की सरकार यहाँ पे बनेगी और तेलंगाना फिर एक बार गेटवे ऑफ साउथ जो है भाजपा के लिए बनेगा यहाँ पे, ऐसे करके किशन रेड्डी बताते हैं और वो वोटर से अपील करते हैं कि अधिक से अधिक तादाद में आइए और वोट कीजिए, बिकॉज जीएचएमसी का ये ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड कुछ अच्छा नहीं रहा है, बिकॉज लास्ट टाइम भी काफी कम यहाँ पे वोटिंग हुई है और इस बार भी यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसे ही माहौल दिख रहे हैं। तो इसीलिए ईसीआई ने और अन्य नेताओं ने यहाँ पे जीएचएमसी के और रूरल वोटर्स से यहाँ पे अपील की है कि सवेरे प्रातःकाल निकल के बाहर आए और अपना वोट कास्ट करें।
Madhu Sharma is now in fact joining us live. Madhu, which Vidhan Sabha are you at currently, and what is this situation there as far as polling turnout is concerned? What are you seeing around you since the morning?
Well, Uday, it has been a good start here in Goshamel constituency, and right now I'm here in Marwadi Hindi Vidyalaya, and we have seen a huge turnout here early morning between 7 to 8:30 p.m. And now that the pace has become very slow, people are turning out slowly here, and we can see that a lot of females here are turning out for their to cast their vote, to exercise their vote. And the main aspects of this particular constituency, we see that people here require a change in the regime, is what people say. We can also, see that a lot of people have pointed out issues like road development and buildings development, overall infrastructural development also we've seen. There is also, not to forget, if you remember, there's a Usmania hospital here built by the great Nizam of Hyderabad, which has been under construction ever since Telangana state was formed. Now that the government is ignoring all those problems, the people here living in this area require, demanding the government to, renovate that hospital. And also on the other side, people are requesting the government, as they have chosen their own leader, they are requesting and they are hoping that the chosen leader will make changes in the hospital and also give sufficient beds. On the other side, roads infrastructure also needs to be developed in this area. I'll walk outside the polling station and just to show you how, how is the condition outside the polling station and how ECI has barricaded this entire place, because this is Goshamel constituency. Not to forget, Raja Singh MLA, a suspended BJP MLA, he was suspended from BJP and again he was joined back in BJP. This is the hotspot, where a controversy can erupt just in fraction of seconds. So ECI has made elaborate arrangements here in this particular constituency. They have barricaded the entire area, and as per the voter list, they are allowing people to come here and cast their vote. We also have seen that a lot of elders are also coming out and casting their vote. They also say that we require a change. Now that we have come to a generation, we are motivating the first time voters, is what the older generations have said. Also on the other side, younger generation who are first time voter, they have a clear and vigilant mindset that whomever we are selecting, whomever we are electing here will make changes in this particular constituency. Also, we have seen in Telangana, overall the voting percentage has turned out to be very good and well enough, and although there have been several controversies, clashes in places like Janagaon between BRS and Congress, there have been a huge clash there near the polling station, but it has also been foiled by the police and the police deployment there. Also, Asaduddin Owaisi, KTR has casted his vote in Banjara Hills. Asaduddin Owaisi has casted his vote in Shastripuram area behind his residence, and also Kavita has casted his vote. Harish Rao has casted his vote in Siddipet constituency. We have seen big shots, big leaders, film industry leaders, cinematographers, and big Bollywood, Tollywood actors also who reside in Hyderabad have casted their votes here. And ECI indeed has made elaborate arrangements. There is free polling here going on without any clashes in particularly Hyderabad area. A peaceful polling is what we have seen here there.
Right. And what are the voters telling you there, Madhu? What are the issues that they are voting on? And perhaps you can try and speak to some of them as well to hear what they have to say, if that is possible, Madhu. Also, meanwhile, tell us about the VIP contest that this time Telangana is seeing, and the keenly watched contest where perhaps it will go to be a close fight.
I'll take you to the voters first here. Now I have someone who is duplicate of Amitabh Bachchan, known as the second Amitabh Bachchan, who resides here in Hyderabad. He is known as second Amitabh Bachchan. We'll talk to him and see that. So what kind of changes we require here? हमें यहाँ पे constitutionally क्या changes आपको लगते हैं कि यहाँ पे सरकार जिस किसी को भी आपने वोट दिया है वो क्या करेगी?
नहीं बहुत बड़ा चेंज होगा यहाँ पर. सब सुकून से काम हो रहा और सिस्टमेटिक एकदम. पहले ज़्यादा मालूम है कोई भी आ रहे डाल दे रहे, ये सब नहीं है. सब बराबर आईडी कार्ड देख रहे हैं, बराबर देख रहे हैं, बराबर डाल रहे हैं. बहुत अच्छा सिस्टम है।
सर डेवलपमेंट की अगर बात करें तो आपको क्या लगता है कि इस लोकेलिटी में, इस गोशामेल कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में कौन से ऐसे मुद्दे हैं जो जिसको मुद्देनजर रखते हुए जनता यहाँ पे वोट कर रही है?
यहाँ पर जाए मालूम है, अब ये बात की जाए मालूम नहीं बोल सकते ना थोड़ा, क्योंकि जाए मालूम है यहाँ पर जाए मुद्दे तो बहुत है, लेकिन जरा पार्टी के हिसाब से हम उसको नहीं बोल सकते। हाँ
तो सर रोड्स वगैरह की बातें हमने सुनी है कि रोड्स की मरम्मत चाहिए, ड्राइनेज का प्रॉब्लम है वो थोड़ा ठीक करवाना चाहिए, उस्मानिया अस्पताल है वो ठीक करवाना चाहिए, तो आपके हिसाब से क्या है सर?
ये तो क्या है, ड्रेनेज का प्रॉब्लम है, ये तो जनरल प्रॉब्लम है, तो कौन सी भी पार्टी आन दो, ये तो क्या है जो टाइम पे होना है वो होते, ये कौन सी भी पार्टी आन दो, ये ड्रेनेज का प्रॉब्लम है, जैसा ट्रैफिक प्रॉब्लम है, ये तो क्या मालूम है सिस्टम से काम होगा, कांग्रेस ने दो, बीजेपी ने दो या TRS ने दो, कौन सी पार्टी ने दो, तो काम सिस्टम से होगा। अब ये इसको मुद्दा बना के अगर वोट करेंगे तो क्या मालूम है ये सिस्टम, अब ये तो समझ में नहीं आता हमारी।
सर आप बताइए यहाँ पे जो वोटर वोट करने के लिए आ रहे हैं वो क्या सक्षम है कि सही सरकार वो चुन पाएंगे? यहाँ
सही सरकार चुनेंगे, सपोर्टिंग पूरा राजा भाई को रहेगा, नंदू बिलाल को।
So we have seen that major problems are being pointed out by the voters here, like roads, infrastructure and hospital management, because Usmania Hospital, when we speak of this, it is the biggest hospital of this constituency which requires immediate attention because no bed facilities is there in hospital, and voters are hoping that the government and the leader whom they are choosing, whom they have chosen, will do good in this constituency and infrastructural development will be there. When we speak of business here, Begum Bazaar is also known as the business hub here, because a lot of Marwadi community resides in this Hyderabad. They are also demanding the same. They require a better road infrastructure. They require a better complex to establish their own business. They require a complex to establish their own shop. The government support requires them the utmost. It is what the voter of Goshamel constituency thinks. And also we've seen a huge massive turnout in the Mehboob Nagar constituency, where voters are going indeed. Not less than 6,000 voters have already casted their vote in Mehboob Nagar constituency, we have seen.
All right, Madhu, thank you for joining us with that ground report. Let me also bring in our guests now. Shivam Shukla, BJP leader, is joining us live. Nagesh D, Congress spokesperson, also joins us live. Radhalakshmi Joshi, political analyst, is live with us. Akil Khan, political analyst, also joins us live. Akil Khan, which way is the Telangana voter swing according to you? What are the main issues you believe have dominated the narrative this time in the election?
The narrative is that corruption, but all the people are doing corruption. Some people are doing less corruption, some people are doing more corruption. So this is the question of who is doing less corruption. And most importantly, the BJP is trying to tell the people that they are the king, but they are at the backyard now. Only Congress and Telangana is in the fight, and in the last few days, I would say Congress is gaining some upper hand. Though there is going to be very big fight between Congress and Telangana party, TRS. So my take from this election is that is giving BJP a big jolt. BJP is trying to say that they are penetrating in the south through Telangana, but it's not there. And our Prime Minister Modi ji has to leave India, and he's going there in UAE. So I don't think that there is going to make some impact Prime Minister's presence there for so many days. And BJP is just, I would say, you can fool some people for some time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. And all the 5 states is going away from BJP, and all opposition parties going to win in all 5 states which are going to have on counting on 3rd December.
Okay, so that is your assessment. Radhalakshmi Joshi, you can respond to Akil Khan. You can agree or you can disagree with him. And what is your analysis of the voting issues this time that you believe stood out in the election narrative and election rhetoric?
A very good morning, Uday. And very firstly, a very big appeal to all the people in Telangana to please go out and vote. And now this in Telangana, it's a very strange election that there are two national parties who are trying to get this their identity. They're trying to find their identity in Telangana, and this regional party is trying to seek national relevance. So then it's a very strange and a very interesting turn of events here. And the thing is that in stark contradiction to what Mr. Akhil Khan was saying, I would say that BJP is actually jolting the two parties that have been in power in Telangana. Congress not in Telangana after its formation, but before its formation, when it was a part of Andhra Pradesh at that time, Congress has been here, and it has definitely been here for the longest time. But then after the formation of Telangana, BRS and now TRS has been there, like BRS whose name has been changed to TRS. So the BJP is the one who's going to be giving them a big jolt. So it is not as if the BJP is getting a jolt, because whatever BJP gets is a plus to whatever it has had. Like it has had one single seat in the last assembly election, last state elections, and then it went on to get, in fact, just imagine the voter share, the improvement in the voter share that it got from one seat to 4 seats in the Lok Sabha election just a few months later in 2018. So, that time, just imagine that the kind of a shift there. And even in the municipal elections in 2020, if you look at it in Hyderabad, the way in which BJP has swept it. So BJP is definitely going to be, if not maybe right now, right at the top, maybe obviously the BJP, I find it a little difficult for BJP to immediately come into power in this time. But then definitely BJP is vying for the second place, and it is going to give a big jolt, and it is going to eat away into the vote shares of both the parties. In fact, Congress is just, for the Congress, it's like right now, if it doesn't make a mark in Telangana, Congress is literally out. And similarly, even for the BRS, if the BRS fails to make a mark right now, then they find that it is the re-entry of Congress, whom we have fought so hard to put out of the state. So, for both the BRS and for the Congress, this is a very important election, obviously, and for the BJP also, because the BJP is trying to get its hold into southern India, definitely. But just look at it now, BJP being a cadre-based party, BJP has worked a lot on the organization in the Telangana as well as in Tamil Nadu, and you can see a lot of results. So then I am sure that last time whatever was the figure was one. So right now the BJP is vying for at least very strongly in at least 30 seats. So it is going to be a huge dent into the prospects of both the parties, and BRS is facing a lot of anti-incumbency. And but in spite of that, a few months back, if you looked at it, the BRS was in a very strong position. But now, definitely things have started looking up for the Congress also, and even more for the BJP. I feel, because a lot of things have changed. A lot of after the campaigning started and all the issues have come up. It has been about the corruption. It has been about the farmers' issues, about women's, about education, about infrastructure. All these issues have been key, and especially the farmers' issue. Now, look, if you look at it, I feel that Telangana has suffered a little bit, because Telangana has actually, Mr. KCR, he has not really worked in cooperation with the central government. So whatever the central government was putting up, the PM Kisan Yojana, and all those kind of schemes, they did not really put up the way they should have. So they have actually been at loggerheads with the central government. So there are all these issues which are definitely going to impact whatever their votes were. Like they have been very strongly. BRS has been very strong in Telangana, because they were at the head of the of the entire Telangana movement. So then they definitely have this emotional connect with the people. So that is there. But then the last few years, you see a lot of corruption and you see a lot of all these things where they have been at loggerheads with the central government. So all of those things are definitely going to impact their prospects this time. And the Congress, I feel, is not really focusing on all the right issues. They are pulling up all the wrong things. Like, for example, now there is a very key thing that I wanted to talk about here. When it comes to the Congress, they're talking about Indira Amma. Now, Uday, I don't know if many of your viewers are aware that at the time of the Indira Gandhi's assassination, she was an MP from Telangana. She was an MP, but just imagine that after her death, the same constituency of Medak has not gone back to the Congress ever since. So just imagine the kind of impact that after her death, the Congress swept the entire country, but then they were not able to get back that constituency where Indira Gandhi herself was. She had she
Okay.
was a
Okay, let's get in the others. I'll come back to you. Let's let the others also come in. Nagesh D of the Congress is still with us. Nagesh, you can, of course, respond to the analysis that has happened just before you, both from Radlakshmi and Akil Khan. But as far as Congress is concerned, what are your internal surveys saying? How confident are you of forming government this time around in Telangana, and what is leading to the confidence? Nagesh? Nagesh, are you there with us? Okay, I think we're having problems with his connection. Let me try and bring in Shivam Shukla of the BJP. Shivam Shukla of the BJP, it's a slow turnout so far in Telangana. What are you looking for in terms of the polling numbers? Do you believe a higher voter turnout will be good news for you, or a lower voter turnout?
Look, whatever is the voter turnout, Bharatiya Janata Party is very confident that we are having a good chance in Telangana, and people of Telangana will have a belief on the guarantee of Prime Minister Modi. They have seen the tyrannic.
But Shivam, the problem is, that you are going to this election without any government in a southern state. You lost your bastion in Karnataka earlier this year.
We might not be into the power in the southern state, but we are strongly having our footprints there. We are continuously expanding our support base in the southern states. We are expanding within the Tamil Nadu, Kerala, where we have been historically very weak. So Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka are the states where we are having a significant political power, and they are surely going to vote for us. The people of all over the country are saying what the Bharatiya Janata Party and Prime Minister Narendra Modi are capable to do, and when they are into the power, they deliver on the schemes that they make sure that the central government scheme or be it the state government scheme, their delivery is being made at the last mile with the 100% saturation, and that's what Bharatiya Janata Party is looking at. We focus on the Garib Kalyan, we focus on the infrastructure development, we focus on the Sanskritik Punarutthan, we highly disregard the appeasement politics of the parties like Congress and BRS. So clearly the people have made their mind that they will elect a government that will work in order to give what I can name a few things that we are going to guarantee people of Telangana. We are going to give them 4 free gas cylinders in a year. We are going to offer them a relief from the petrol and diesel prices that are very high in the Telangana. We are setting up a NRI board that will help people of Telangana that are residing outside the country. The BJP will solve the water dispute of the Krishna water dispute tribunal, and then if we will be voted in the power, we will also conduct an inquiry of all the scams and irregularities that have been conducted by the incumbent BRS government, and because of it the people of Telangana are suffering heavily. And with that we will also ensure that the implementation of the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana is done appropriately in the state of Telangana. We will ensure, just like Madhya Pradesh and other states where BJP is into the power, a 6,000 rupees per year additional income to farmers of the state by the state government, and the 6,000 that is already being offered by the government. And we will ensure a 3,100 rupees MSP on the paddy, and that will be offered to the farmers, and with this we will give a free supply of indigenous breed of cows to the farmers, and these all schemes will help people of Telangana. Like we have done Ladli Behna in Madhya Pradesh, Ladli Lakshmi in Madhya Pradesh earlier. We will also ensure that the each and every girl child that is born in Telangana is a lakpati. By they complete an age of 21 year, they will be having an FD of rupees 2 lakh that is being secured by the state government itself, and we will intervene into the turmeric production, and the students who are into the PG of colleges, they will be offered a laptop. So these are all the core promises that we have made. People of Telangana are seeing the corruption, the nepotism, the appeasement of the Congress party and the BRS, and they are also seeing how these parties are portraying themselves into this election. They are not having a developmental agenda. It is very evident in all over country when someone says that he has voted for the national interest, it is synonym to the fact that he has voted for the Bharatiya Janata Party. If someone said, I have voted for the development, it is totally understood that he has voted for the Bharatiya Janata Party. So Bharatiya Janata Party has become a synonym for the development, for the Rashtravad.
Okay. So you're hoping that your poll planks and of course the manifesto promises will help you in this state. Let me bring in my colleague Jaiprakash now as well for another ground report, and then we will try and go back to Nagesh if he can, if we are able to hear him now and if we've corrected his audio connection. Jaiprakash, which Vidhan Sabha are you at now in Telangana, and what are you seeing around you? How is the poll turnout there looking like till 9 and 10 a.m.?
Pretty decent, Uday. About 12% voting from morning onwards. This is the report what we got around 8:30, which means that the first hour there's a good 8 to 9% clocking of votes that has happened. Right now I am still at the Jubilee Hills. This is the Jubilee Hills Public School. Here you can see this is, as I mentioned earlier, is a high-profile constituency and a voting booth where the top stars of Tollywood, they are expected to come any time to come and cast their vote here. You are expecting Vijay Deverakonda, he might come here any time amongst other top Telugu actors. Steady flow of voters you could see from morning onwards. None of the media are allowed inside. It's like a fortress, and senior citizens, first-time voters, office goers, the IT crowd, settlers who are mainly from Andhra, all kinds of steady mix of good voter turnout has happened in this constituency. Elsewhere also we've seen that in the rural parts of Telangana, especially Karimnagar, Nizamabad, amongst the Medak, amongst other areas, there we have seen about 15 to 20% voter turnout. So in the rural areas, it steadily picks up, and towards afternoon and evening, that is when we'll see a large turnout of voters. Hyderabad should do better this time. Last time around, it was less than 50%. There are many initiatives which have been taken up by the Election Commission, and we've seen how there is an outreach program from influencers, the voices of Hyderabad, and also schools and resident welfare associations taking those initiatives to bring those voters, the important ones who in fact elect those leaders. It's a high-pitched battle in Telangana this time with three political parties mainly in the fray: BJP, the BRS and the Congress. MIM, of course, is restricted to only limited number of seats. About 7 of them they are confident in Hyderabad. But then the political fortunes, which way it's going to sway, that is the deciding factor this elections. It's important for the Congress party after Karnataka, the simple majority that they got in the state, the neighboring state. They have brought those formulas to be applied here, the guarantee schemes. In fact, they have gone one step ahead with announcing 6 guarantee schemes. The BRS, of course, on the other hand, has said that these guarantee schemes...
So you are expecting more actors to come to that polling booth where you're standing, Jaiprakash. We'll just come back to you. Already we've seen, of course, a few stars like Chiranjeevi, Junior NTR, Allu Arjun, who have cast their votes since the morning. Nagesh, let me try and draw you back in here. Do we have you firstly, Nagesh? Why don't you say something? Nagesh? Okay, I'm afraid we don't have him there just yet. Jayaprakash, let's try and get in a few voters' voices as well, if you can, as I come back to you. And also, Jayaprakash, as far as Hyderabad is concerned, is Hyderabad going to buck the trend? Are we going to see a higher voter turnout today? And what is a high voter turnout in Telangana really going to mean? If it's higher voter turnout, who does it favor? If it's a lower voter turnout, who does it favor? Okay, I'm afraid we've lost Jayaprakash as well, it seems clearly. Okay, let's get in Krishna Sagar Rao. I believe he's also joined us live now, BJP senior leader. Krishna Sagar Rao, do you believe that K. Chandrasekhar Rao has failed to offer good governance?
See, KCR is a leader, one of the leaders who have actually participated in the campaign for Telangana, the struggle for Telangana. Bharatiya Janata Party was a part of that struggle, and his party was a part of that struggle. And Congress, we were all fighting against Congress because it was under Congress watch. The Telangana got merged with Andhra Pradesh forcefully, and through that 60 years, Telangana was not given by Congress party under different governments, all the way till Rajiv Gandhi and beyond. But it's Bharatiya Janata Party's resolution, which for smaller states that Telangana has actually happened with our support. Without our support, Telangana wouldn't have ever happened because Congress party has actually placed the bill in the house without any strength in both the houses, and Telangana actually has been attained by Bharatiya Janata Party's very important vote in both the houses. Keeping that aside, as you said, KCR has showcased failure of governance. There is family dynastic rule in a democracy. There was no transparency in governance, and there was no power distributed amongst the ministers, his council of ministers, and only the kitchen cabinet was under work. And there was plenty of appeasement, especially Muslim appeasement. He handed over a part of Hyderabad to OIC brothers. And third, of course, is the biggest accusation, which is actually not just a plain accusation, but we have provided a lot of substance, that is public corruption. So these three aspects have failed his governance in the last 9.5 years, and people have watched it haplessly because they have voted for him second time, and they had to bear the consequence for the last 4.5 years.
What about the appeasement charge that you have leveled on K. Chandrasekhar Rao? Do you see that as helping you?
Our constitution doesn't support religion-based reservations. Certain sections of Muslims already have reservation under OBC category. We have no issues with that. But when you bring in a new category called Muslim reservation, then that is ultra wiring and overriding the Constitution of India. So there is no word called Muslim reservation which is possible in this country. If that is so, then Sikh reservation, Jain reservation, Hindu reservation, all these reservations should come, and that actually makes a mockery of the entire country in terms of the talent base. So we oppose it because it is unconstitutional. And when the Home Minister was here, Amit Shahji, he has openly stated that if we come to power, we'll remove that. And whatever the percentage of reservation is required in economically backward caste categories, both SC, ST and OBCs, it will be distributed amongst them.
And what about the Dalit Bandhu scheme? The Dalit Bandhu scheme, sir, do you believe that this is a factor? The BRS believes so.
It is a big appeasement. It's a big carrot for Dalits. And we don't have any issue with government supporting Dalits with some investment support for their enterprise, setting up an enterprise, because we are already doing that in the central government. The stand-up scheme is mostly about the oppressed classes to stand up and enterprise and seek support from the banks. But it should not be as we see it, it should not look like a dole out. It should not look like bribing certain classes, bribing certain sections of voters to get to power every time. So every time he had some internal election in the state, like bypolls or even ZPTC and other smaller opportunities to win or lose MLC elections. So he would come up with these kind of programs to ensure that the vote swings towards him. So he's extra flexible in not having a spine. He can swing anyways. So he sometimes swings towards Muslims when required. Then he swings towards Dalits, and then he swings towards Hindus by building temples and by doing huge yagas and yagnas. So basically, he thinks he's a mastermind, but in the process, he's setting bad precedences in the public polity.
What about the PM's campaign? Do you believe that that is going to be a turning point for you and for your party's fortunes?
Modi ji is our trump card. Modi ji is the biggest leader we have, most popular leader we have in this country and abroad. And especially when you have the political contests in form of elections in democracy, you would require leaders like that to be on your side. And we are lucky to have Modi ji on our side as the supreme leader of our party. And he comes, he takes time and doesn't feel that he's a prime minister, and he gives all the time he can to smaller states like us. And we have seen him spend the last 3 days in the state of Telangana campaigning for us, for the party. And even earlier in the last 1 month, he has come about 5-6 times. So it is a lot of time given to Telangana. And certainly it impacts the electorate. Certainly it draws positive vote to us. And if we were to win this election, then the contribution of Narendra Modi in this election is huge.
But the Congress believes that, Rahul and Priyanka's extensive campaign is going to help them. Also, the fact that Sonia Gandhi has made an appeal, the fact that she was also there after their, high-profile executive, where, there was a big rally as well that the Congress has held in Hyderabad.
See, Congress has certainly risen a bit, but the rest is all hype. The bit which they have risen is because of an echo effect from the Karnataka elections, but one size doesn't fit all. So the Congress excitement exuberance coming from Karnataka will be a flop on 3rd. You will see because there will be a marginal growth. Certainly, that would be a gradual growth, the regular growth, organic. But there was a stupendous amount of rumor mongering and advertising using a repetitive technique, sloganeering, and word to word kind of proliferation that we are coming back, we are coming into power and stuff like that. That is going to fall flat because expectations are set so high and their numbers will not speak that much. Yes, Rahul Gandhi and like what we have, their leaders like Sonia Gandhi. Sonia Gandhi did not campaign in this election, but both Priyanka and Rahul were here for a while, and they did what they could to the Congress party, but their campaign was quite negative. Their campaign was chest thumping. Their campaign was overconfident, and their campaign certainly will fall flat on the face on the 3rd of December.
Okay, and what about BJP's fight against corruption? Do you believe the corruption plank has been something you've been concentrating on?
It's not just the action, because BJP cannot take action. We are just a political party.
Right.
It is the government which will, and it is the arms of the government, like ED, CBI, income tax, and other enforcement agencies. But they seem to be not getting a substantive link to the corruption while the corruption happened.
Okay. So you believe the corruption plank is big. Now, I want to ask you a final question, though. Is the BJP open to an alliance with KCR? Is that something you're looking at? Are you open to being kingmaker?
No, that is a categorical answer. We are not willing to, form any alliance with anybody in Telangana because all of them are, equally polarized against us. Both of them are so similar that if any number game issue comes up, I think both of them will pack together because both of them are family dynasties, both of them are corrupt, both of them are appeasement parties, and they have a lot of commonalities. So if there is a hung, I'm very certain that Congress and TRS will get together against us. But otherwise, Bharatiya Janata Party has no friends in Telangana.
All right, Krishna Sagar Rao, the BJP, thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast. We have Mallu Ravi, Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee Vice President, also joining us now for a perspective on voting day. Mallu Ravi, welcome to the show. How are you analyzing K. Chandrasekhar Rao's governance?
KCR governance is totally opposed by the people of Telangana. All the people, irrespective of the party and the economical status, they wanted to replace KCR BRS government immediately, waiting for the election date to cast their votes.
Now, K. Chandrasekhar Rao is banking on the Dalit Bandhu scheme. But, your party is, of course, making the caste survey pitch. Do you believe this caste pitch of yours and also KCR similarly is going to sway the voter?
Dalita Bandhu scheme, he has started at the end of his rule of 10 years. Actually, he was and he is not implementing the SC subplan and ST subplan money. About 60,000 rupees not spent is carried forward. And now he has taken some amount from that subplan and named it as Dalita Bandhu, telling that he is a friend of Dalits. But Dalits now are not the Dalits before independence 1947. They are educated, they know what KCR is planning to do. Hence it has no impact. Rather it has a negative impact.
Right. What about the Prime Minister's campaign, Mr. Ravi? Do you believe that is going to have any impact on the elections?
Prime Minister campaign and his statements are bringing down the image of Prime Minister. Modi is telling that we are 100% come to the power. We are only an alternative to BRS Polke. He is telling. By this, people are thinking that he is not talking the ground reality. He is only telling just like an ordinary politician. He is forgetting that he is Prime Minister. His statement holds great influence on the people. But here, people are thinking and not even taking it seriously.
Okay. What about the 4% reservation for Muslims in Telangana? BJP has been speaking on that extensively. What is your view on that?
The reservations given to minorities is not on the basis of the religion. It is on the backwardness of Muslims among Muslims. Just like in Hindus, SC and STs are given reservation. That is most backwardness. Within the Hindus are given reservation. Just like that, the most backward people who are doing the profession like barbers, washermen, similar professions are identified among the minorities and they are given reservation.
And the campaigns by the Gandhis, do you believe that is going to help your party's prospects?
Yeah, these are all national leaders having a lot of respect among the people of Telangana. Rahul Gandhi, for example, he is seen as a great leader, similar to that of Mahatma Gandhi because of his Bharat Jodo Yatra. After Yatra, he is seen a future Prime Minister of India and his canvassing will definitely help the Congress party here. And Priyanka Gandhi is seen as similar to that of Indira Gandhi. So people respect even today Indira Gandhi, and they are seeing Priyanka Gandhi as Indira Gandhi. Hence, her campaign also helps Congress party. Mallikarjun Kharge is AICC president. Naturally, his campaign will also help the Congress party, and he comes from Dalit community.
Okay.
All Dalits feel proud that their person has become AICC president of India.
Yes. Do you believe that the Congress resurgence in Telangana, which you are expecting, will help your national prospects as well for 2024?
Yeah, 100% Congress will come to power in this election, and this is the beginning of the end of the BJP government in India, and in India also Congress party and its team, that India team will come to power.
Okay. My last question to you, have you decided on who your CM will be? You're confident you will win. Who's going to be your CM then?
As of now, PCC president is going to be the CM because he is liked by everybody, cutting across the caste. All SC, ST, BC, minority, OC, all the youth like him, and the voters also feel he is a person who can fight out KCR and then protect the people who are suffering in Telangana.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.